good morning, everybody. How you doing? It is Sunday. 3:13. Woo! If you don't like 3 and you don't like 13, go hide under the covers. It's not your day. Pardon me. Gotta get the dog hair off and the mic fuzzy. However, it is my day. It is beautiful out. I'm still fighting with this icky cold. Today, I want to do something a little on the light side after doing Comfortably Numb. It's very heavy, very dark. Turned out beautiful. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you how pleased I am. And it was a tear-provoking gift. It was really beautiful. Especially when you're like a super duper Pink Floyd aholic, which I know. You gotta dig hard to find those Pink Floyders. Not very many young Pink Floyd people out there. Okay, we're gonna roll in backwards. Look at that itty bitty thing of drills. Look how tiny. I know, it's so fabulous. I don't even need a grid for this thing. She's going to be so much fun and so easy to do. Now we're just going to gently wiggle her back and forth. You don't want to cause crinkles or creases. Just give it a little wiggle and voila, the crinkles are out. Hedgehog happy. Oh, now this, hold on a minute, let me put a little light on. This makes me happy. Okay, and there with the glare. And there with the glare. Here, see if I can get the glare off. Okay. Hedgehog Happy is 16 by 16 square. Easy peasy. Has 42, can you count them? 42 colors. I had no idea. That a little partial. I get an owie on my finger. I know. I snapped the crap out of my nail. I was playing with the dogs. And I had a cow bone. And that happened too. And it was just from his paw reaching for the cow bone. And I wasn't paying attention. I went, ah. You know, when you play with big dogs, you're going to get big owies sometimes. Most of the time I watch myself, but we got into the biggest play fight. I had a huge 8-foot armoire. This armoire was big enough to fit all three of us could have been buried in it. It was huge. And I've had it for about 20 years. Solid cherry wood, massive. Finally donated it yesterday because I want to lighten up and do some redecorating, and I just don't need this woolly mammoth in my life. You know, it's like it's so big. Hold on, let me go here and then there, so you're straight and not. I did wear a bright colored shirt though. I am embracing spring. How many ABs do we have in here? Should we add a few? Does it really need that many? I know it's a pastel piece, you know, but it's okay. This is 109. No, that's upside down. 601. 131. Tiny bit of orange pumpkin seed AB. So far, a lot of little teeny tiny. Okay, what we have here? We have 126, 131, and 141. So there are three. There are 3 ABs in this. Well, here's 126. Okay, let me come on down here just a minute, and I'll show you. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's like the palest little lavender color I've ever seen in my life. And then, of course, 141, baby pink. A little bit of a gold. I'm sure that's going to go around here. Sweetest little colors. Okay, so I am going to kit her up. And we're going to start with 1, which is 126. And I think the easiest thing to do so far is just get the big woolly mammoth scissors. I love these scissors. I swear. They cut through everything just like butter. So we'll get everything cut apart. Okay, so I didn't do a lot of uploads last week, and that was because we had my father-in-law was not feeling well and went to the doctor like a smart person should. If you're not feeling good, go to the doctor. You are not a doctor, even though you think you are one, even though you watched all the medical shows. Sometimes you got to go get checked out. And it turned out it was a serious issue and had to have surgery. So John had to pop out to Philadelphia. Now, long-suffering husband does my uploads for me because I'm not technical like that and I hadn't figured it out yet. One of these days I will. I could be all technical, you know. But right now, it's so much easier to say, here, do this for me. And he does. And, so, and I was on the phone a lot, you know. You're kind of, you know how it is. When somebody you care about is not doing well, you don't want to do this. You just want to be on the phone and make sure. Okay, 141 is 3. Oh, God. Would you two stop? They're at it already. On a Sunday morning. And, oh, God, it was so cold last night. We went from, our weather is just bi-freaking polar. There's no other way to explain it. I mean, it is like, hold on a minute. I'm going to use a tray. Because these little puppies are flying everywhere. Sometimes it's harder with a small tray, with a tiny little bag, than it is with a big bag. Why is that? Gotta shake them out. Anyway, so that was going on. And, thank God everything went well. Everything went well. He's so annoyed, though. You know what happened? That was number 3. Crap. $4.14. Okay. Number 10. I'm not beginning correctly, am I? Okay, so he, you know, he wanted to fly up and be close to his mother and make sure, because they live in Princeton, New Jersey. Yeah, that Princeton. They're like right down the street from Princeton University. It's so beautiful there. Get all this out. And, but the hospital that said they could do the procedure, which turned out to be very, very particular, was in Philadelphia. So they had to go to Philly. And driving to North Philly. Now, I don't know if you guys are from Philly or around Philly. If you have been to Philly, it is a joke. Oh my God. I'm telling you. Not friendly. Not people friendly. Not any kind of people friendly. It's rough territory. 3811. 40. I cannot believe there's this many colors in this little tiny thing. I know. Here's some from Comfortably Numb. Didn't get dumped. No, I do not sort and keep all these leftover drills. I'm sure that probably would be useful somewhere down the road. I just don't have the space, you know. And truthfully speaking, with Diamond Art Club, I really, if I run out, all I have to do is shoot them an email. That is the beauty of going with Diamond Art Club. I mean, I love it. You can't, you know, you can't, it's such a worry that you don't have to have. This is 601, 19. You don't have to give it a thought, you know. Anyway, well, I think we're all trying to find reasons to be cheerful, but it really is not a cheerful time. And I think the real warriors here are the ones who are going to say, no, you're not biting on my bullet right now. I'm going to go on living my life and help where I can. Now I have chosen to help Be Strong with Bethany Frankel. I know, who would think a real housewife, a flaky old real housewife, started her, look at this, like not even worthy. She started her charity, and I mean, this is something that makes me so impressed as a human being, you know. Hold on. 33, is that 33? 991, yeah. So, you know, these Real Housewives make buckets. Let me move that back up a little bit. You don't need to be, like, in its space all day. Buckets of money. Isn't he going to be cute? Buckets of money. Buckets. Literally, like, you can't even keep up with it. And then the tenure is over. You know, so you go from people running after you for an autograph to get your own coffee and get in line. And you're normal again. And Bethany said, I want to do something with all this money. You know, she created her own liquor. And, hold on, 7330. And, oh God. First of all, a woman created a liquor, okay? This alone has not been done. This is breaking a glass ceiling. That's boys' world. Boys' world. You know, chicks drink all the booze, but boys get all the credit for it. And it is so, so frustrating. And she came up with a Skinny Girl margarita in a bottle that you could buy. I bought it. I'm not too crazy about the agave. It's not really something that settles well with me, but the product itself tasted great. And $10 a bottle, hey, you could party on that. And then she branched out. She did clothing and food and get better drinks and get skinnier drinks and everything, everything, everything. But instead of buying more Birkins and shaming other housewives, you know I'm talking about Nene Leakes. Yeah, we heard you. She took her money and she began a foundation that literally cut circles around other charities. You know, charities have to go through this channel and that channel. She's like, no, no, no. 100% of the money goes to the people in crisis. And so far for Ukraine, she's raised over $10 million. And I'm probably dating that. It's probably gone up since then. But I felt good about it. I felt good about donating. I mean, how do you just rehome 2 million people? You know, and all these beautiful, poor little children. I just threw the bag away, didn't I? Oh, crap. I hope that's it. 6:05:23. Do you ever do that when you're when you're kidding up? There's an easier way to do this. I don't know what it is. I need advice. I always make a mess of it. 22. Try to get the bottle out first. 22. But I don't know. I don't know. You're not talking about 22 million just people. You're talking about children and wives and, you know, men who are like, I'm going. I have 0 military experience. I'm going. And there's something so, I mean, tell me if you think I'm crazy, but I really find it so emphatically patriotic. I mean, these men and women miss Ukraine. Yeah, pageant girl. Pageant girl with an M-I now. Pageant girl is making it happen. Incredible. Incredible. I mean, I don't know if this is something I could do. 131. Here we go. Hey, yeah. It's an AB diamond. It's orange. I don't know if I have a orange place, but 131 is number 2. Oh, number 2. See, I nicked my finger too. Number 2 is all in here. It's highlighting the little hoo-ha in the cup. Okay. Well, I guess we only need... Do you love this? I know. And on top of all that, I've got a horrible cold. I'm loaded up on Benadryl and Zicam. And I don't even know if they like each other. Ugh, it's so yucky. You know, to feel that foggy feeling. But I'm going to try to get this done because this is a fun little snacky do before I do anything big. And then we'll decide. I've got a couple coming in. Okay, I have more than a couple coming on. I'm sorry. Shh, don't tell anybody. 377 139. Yeah, I got a couple coming in. And so they shut up. Long-suffering husband says, "Stop spreading the Rona." I don't have the Rona. It's just a sneeze. Oh, God. I hate Texas. I hate the weather here. It's just mean. It's like a mean little schoolgirl, you know? 1 minute, cold and crisp and delicious, and the next minute, forget it. You're blowing your brains out with sneezes that literally shake your brain cells. They hurt so bad. Not a fun environment. Okay, so I just finished, oh my God, the audio book collection I have gone through this month. I must have gone through like 9 of them, and they're so good. 3024. The, hold on, 36. The book I just finished was Billy Crystal. Keep fooling him. Oh my God. He talks through this book like he's doing a show. There are even interludes where in between chapters you hear boom ba doom ba doom ba doom ba boom 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 boom. You know, you hear a little jazz bit. And I have no idea. I mean, man, his story is sweet and funny and endearing. You'll be laughing 1 minute, then you'll cry for like a minute, and then you'll be busting. I mean, breaking it. It is so good. It really is. 3814 is 41. Oh, you can't get enough of it. It's the best audiobook. If you guys want a good audiobook, and I mean, he talks about everybody, you know. And it's really funny because I just read the biography about Martin Short. And Martin Short is talking about Steve Martin, and he's talking about Billy Crystal. But Billy doesn't, the one thing you won't hear him talk a lot about in the book is Robin Williams. He's very, very, well, he's honest and earnest and authentic about Robin. Robin never did an audiobook. How could he? He couldn't sit still long enough to do that. But, you know, 6:44. Okay, quiet. Mama is talking to the people. The people don't want to hear you barking. Yeah, he speaks about him with great reverence, and it's very short, and you can tell the pain is still so real that you know, it's a strange mentality when we talk about our grandparents and how much we love our grandparents. And, oh, yeah, I loved when Grandma did this and Grandma did that. But Grandma passed away, you know, 30 years ago. So it's easy to talk about, and it's fond and endearing. But for him, 38, 37, all the way down the end, 42. It's very new and it's very raw. So when things are new and raw, you don't want to talk about them a lot. You just want to get back to normal, whatever your normal is, whatever your new normal is, which is never an easy thing because we all have to get to know our new normal, you know, but he does speak about him a little bit. He talks a lot about When Harry met Sally, he talks about why he's wearing a Mets hat. And when Harry met Sally, and because that pissed me off. I'm a Yankee girl. I'm a Yankee fan to do or die. Everybody knows this about me. And 16. See, I'm showing the new people. Always have your little cap and your bottle out. So after you cut it, if you forget what you're looking for, it's right there. You know, why is he wearing a Mets hat? And my husband, total Mets fan. I'm not kidding. I had to go to a Mets game with him. And I'm figuring, okay, look, you know I'm wearing my Yankees stuff. He said, you know you're going to get your ass kicked halfway across New York and back. We are going to a Mets game, girl. You can't do that. You can't behave like that. And I was like, all right. He said, it's like wearing a Yankee hat to a to a Red Sox game. You cannot do that. There are rules in this world. God bless you. Oh, he's got it too. You got the Rona too? Your fault. 3371. It is not my fault. Anyway, you went to Philly and got Rona-rized, and you brought the Rona rice back. Take your Rona rice where you found it. They did let him go in the hospital, though, and they did let him see my father-in-law. And I told my father-in-law, please, be nice to the staff. Be a good boy. Don't be rude. It made him laugh. I'm sure the nurse came in and found him laughing and said, you're fine. We're getting you the hell out of here. And he got out in record time. I mean, they really wanted to get him out. And the reason they wanted to get him out was to keep all the other germaphobes from breathing all over him. But there are still 1 or 2 more procedures to come. He's 80 years old, so, you know. These are things that happen when you turn 80. You got to start keeping better track of things, you know. So, yeah. Stuffy old goat got out just fine, and he is doing good. I'm very proud to say. And I got my hubby home. Now, hubby did a funny thing. Hubby took a first class upgrade. Okay, and he's like, you know, even though he doesn't fly anymore, he, you know, when you fly for a company, like when we were with American, first class was just first class. It was just a seat, you know. But you always knew you got treated a certain way, especially if you were an employee and that kind of thing. But he was like, there's no way I'm flying coach. He gets in first class and he gets on a new plane. It's called the 787, and they have these first class seats where they're sort of like a pod. Like they put you in a pea pod, you know. And, hold on, 762. I can't. Multitasking is difficult today. I don't know why. Okay. Here, I gotta show you. I took a pic. He showed me a picture. Hold on. Oh, phone. Oh, phone, oh, phone, oh, phone, oh. Here you go. See, flying is not what flying used to be. I mean, we flew, he flew the Concorde, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Him flying is, okay. Now, that is what you get in first class. You get this little pod, and then your feet can go there, and they lower your seat so it turns into like a little bed. But all the controls are over here, so you can't even reach them. See what I mean? It's like such a mess. Anyway, oh, and you have to keep your mask on the whole time. How pitiful. Poor guy. He was just not in love. He said they gave him some kind of shrimp thing with risotto. Well, it was mushy rice, basically. I love when people overcook the rice and say, "Oh, it's not overcooked, it's risotto." Yeah, right. If I had a nickel for every single time I overcooked the rice and called it risotto, I mean, really, I'd be wealthy beyond my means. But anyway, so yeah, they're still treating people pretty rough on the airlines. So if you're doing any traveling, sit down, shut up. Don't try to make nice with the flight attendants because they're not here for your entertainment or enjoyment anymore. Those days are. Did I do that right? Yeah, 6 is 210. Okay, because 9 has a line over it. Sorry. They are not here for your enjoyment anymore. You know? I mean, I remember one flight. When you're an aviator wife or spouse, you get flight privileges too. And I remember I had to fly out to LA, and I was like, oh my God, I'm flying out to LA. Hubby's staying home. Nothing about this is going to be anything but fun, And we had two of the most, hang on, 327 is right here, 9. Two of the most flamboyant, fabulous flight attendants you ever saw in your life. And they were a riot. And the flight got a little bumpy. They started me out with, a Bloody Mary the minute I got on board. And I was in the bulkhead seat, which is the first seat in first class. I always love bulkhead because you get more leg room. Anyway, and big seats. These were like 777s, the old 777s. They're retiring them now. It's so sad. Most fabulous plane. I think I flew on it 8 or 9 times. I love that plane. And I always got a first class upgrade. I would just play whoopie doopie to the gate agent and go, oh God, do you have to put me in coach today? I've been so good. I made food for my family for when I'm gone. And the girl would go, girl, I know how you feel. Don't you worry about nothing. I get you an upgrade. And there it was, the upgrade. Boom. That was so much fun. But now, after the Roner, it is like, I have taken jujitsu. I can kick your ass all over this plane if I need to. So do not mess with me. Do not talk to me. Do not be my friend. Now, long-suffering husband, he's really pretty shy to begin with, as humans go. He really is. So, he doesn't really talk a lot to people. I usually start the conversations, and then he gets, a little cocktail in him, and he'll open up like a butterfly. But 436. God, I can hardly even see the numbers on this. It's so pale. 15. But I mean, man, I tell you. He's like, I really miss flying without you. And that warmed my little heart. It made me feel good. And I can't wait till we can start flying again. And it's not so crazy. And we have somewhere fun to go. because this girl want to go to the beach. I go to the beach. They may have, you may never see me again. I won't come back. Anyway, look, I only have a few of these left. I've already gone 35 minutes. Oh my God. What a yacker I am today. I'm going to finish old Hedgehog up and get him kitted. And then we're going to put the relief papers on him. And I will catch up with you guys. 4:35. Ooh. 14. I thought I already had 14. No. I will catch up with you guys when we start him off. He's going to go really fast. You know, it's really, really important when you become a diamond painter and you start seeing the big canvases. Buy some cute little partials like this that will just be light and happy and not stressful. I mean, I don't know if you can see. I just want to show you. The drill field on this is so, look at that. Look at how clear that is. Like, I mean, you could do this with your daughter, you know? And look at all the sparkle on it. It's just going to be beautiful. And I have a hallway with all kinds of, you know, I have the hedgehog and the cat and the dogs. We have quite a few dogs. We've got a puppy pal. But, you know, I love these little partials. They you know, add light in a hallway, or just, you know, they're just fun and easy to do. You could even, if you wanted to. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Mwah. Have a good day, and don't forget to shine on. Bye, everybody.